I was a young man when last I walked this path. There's an old trading post not far from here. The road to Drake's Fang leads through it.
The trading post it is.
Destination lies over that dune, beyond the ruins. Mark 'em well, Clive. It's all too easy to lose one's bearings in the sands. Any years ago, when you were just a boy, you and I rode this way together, accompanying your father on a scouting expedition to Drake's Flag. I'm not surprised you don't remember. It was just before Joshua was born. You were so eager to be there when your brother arrived, but you whipped your chocobo too hard on the journey home and fell from the saddle. I shall never forget how Elwyn fussed over you as you sat in the sand, bawling like a babe. You're either brave or foolish. Ready, go? Yeah! Caution, my boy. Ah, there she is. The good old Dalamil Inn. Do you know, this heat has given me quite a thirst. Quick drink before we press on? Have you lost your way already, my boy? The ruins mark the road to the inn. Be safe. Thanks, Uncle. Fly, Ambrosia.
Who do you think those soldiers were in the inn?
So, the old cook has finally...
Look, there. Those are ashen steeds. No doubt about it.
And such a long ride from Stone here. Our Waluda friends must be soothing their saddle sores in the inn. Shall we join them? Run along and play now, Torgal. Dogs aren't allowed inside.
Good day to you. Eating?
Sorry about my pal. He only talks when his mouth's full. What do you recommend?
Well, if you're after something light, we do a fine chocobo soup with lentils and honey.
2 bowls of that, then. An ale.
Right you are.
Hey, girl!
Coming!
Your pal?
Would you rather be my squire?
Your Grace, it is plain you are not yet well enough to travel. If you would only let me take you to someone who can better attend to your ills.
No, we must press on. Prince Dion has returned to his camp and will soon depart for the front. I must speak with him at all costs. Miss this chance and I may never get another. You do understand that?
Yes, Your Grace. But you must at least agree to take your medicine. I'll fetch you some water.
Keep watch, they tell us. But all I see is sand.
I hear they got our guest back to the Fang without any trouble. We'll be leaving soon enough.
Why the Lord Commander dragged us all this way just to save that blockhead's skin, I'll never know. Dominant or not, he's a bloody idiot.
That'll be Cooker, then.
Well, let's get this down us. We've a long way to go.
Hey, you!
Uncle?
Sorry.
Can you walk, Your Grace?
What's wrong?
I fear trouble may be brewing downstairs.
You two are travelers, are you not? Me and my companions are strangers here. Perhaps you'd be good enough to accompany us a while. Help us find our way.
Sorry, lads, but we've got business in camera that can't wait.
Ah, I'm sure you could spare us an hour or two.
Come on.
Friend.
I'm afraid we don't have a moment to lose. Friend. Stay back, Uncle.
Gladly.
It's the outlaw! Take him!
Try it.
Bravo, my boy! Just like that!
You?
For your trouble. Word of advice, miss. That soup could do with a touch more salt.
Now's our chance. Your Grace?
I'm fine.
Clive?
What is it now?
It's nothing. Let's go.
Well, we didn't know where to find Kupka before. We do now.
The Royalists said it themselves. The guest is in the Fang. We should press on before any more of their friends turn up.
What was all that crashing and banging?
Why is the tavern shut?
Another fight, is it?
You could melt butter in that furnace, get it stoked.
Let me treat you. I need a drink.
Fucking men of the wrong. Anytime they pull their snouts out of Kupka's trough is when they want to.
Light it, for Gilbert's sake. You're a bearer, aren't you?
1,000 gil for a measly bunch of Gazal green.
Won't you come and play, handsome?
Your arms are like iron. Are all your muscles so hard?
I'd be happy to show you.
Look, Father. Hot water.
It wasn't heated by magic.
Ah, they've closed the road. And it's the only way from here to the Fang. It would seem Lord Kupka is not accepting visitors at present.
We have to get through that gate.
Not by force, I trust. We've attracted quite enough unwanted attention already.
By guile, then. Perhaps the Desert Hare can offer us her aid.
Rosina Dalamil, woman of mystery. But how will we find her? We know naught of her but her name.
And that she was working with Cid. Cid's other collaborators have all been people of means, the wealthiest and most successful members of their communities. I'll wager this Rosina Dalamil is the same.
That would certainly help to narrow the...
And that's it.
What? Never.
One more. If I...
Oh, that's the only...
I doubt this young sprig is the person we're looking for. You said Cid's contact was likely to be an influential sort. Influence comes with age and experience. Believe you me. Allow me. My good man, we represent one of the old... Well, well.
Light it, for Gilbert's sake.
Looks like we won't be getting back to Drake's Fang anytime soon.
Well, it's not like we've got a reason to. Why with this emergency is they shut down.
Mummy, I want to play with the crystal.
How many times do I have to tell you? It's not a toy.
Can I? Then he's trying. Well, it sounds like we have our man.
Perhaps. Let's go and find out exactly what this photo knows.
Hanging lanterns, keep the darkness from your door. Go. Just look.
Do you think we can trust him?
Only as far as I think he trusts us.
1,000 gil for a measly bunch of Gazal trees.
So you're the ones who've been sniffing around.
I beg your pardon?
Don't play the fool. Stick your nose in our business and you're likely to lose it.
Who are you working for? Him or her?
Him. The boss. He wanted us to test you.
Though one could hardly call that a test.
Lord Furder?
Look what the cat dragged in. Your skill with the blade is rare indeed, my lord. A fitting talent for an outlaw.
You know who I am. So what now? Call in the Men of the Rock and collect the bounty?
That isn't my decision to make. Our work is done. Take him to meet his precious Rosina. She will be interested to make his acquaintance.
Yes, my lord. To the Lock of Leisure, then.
To the Lock of Leisure.
Lights and pots! Holes and
Light, meat and dark. Fresh.
It would make a
The finest fab.
Is this the place?
Lubo's Forge. The Briar's Kiss.
Ah, so it was the young sprig after all. So much for Rosina Dalamil being a woman of experience. How wrong I was.
It was an easy mistake to make, Uncle. After all, it must have been years since Sid last saw her. Sorry, him. Whoever this Lubor truly is, he's clearly a man of means. I'd say he deserves our respect.
See that he gets it.
Lubor, Lord Furder told me to bring them to you.
My boys tell me you're in need of assistance. Sid the Second?
I won't waste your time. I need passage through the south gate.
Tell me, what do you think is a merchant's most important commodity? Why, trust. Everyone knows that. Without it, you have nothing. And nothing is exactly what you have. And so, for you, I, too, have nothing. I'm not in the business of helping every lost puppy that wanders in off the street. I'm a busy man, as you can see.
Let's leave this mummer to his farce.
By all means. Find someone else to help you on your way. Just be sure to tell them you're not the two travelers from the inn the guards are looking for. Don't want them jumping to conclusions, do we?
Why, you...
So, what do we need to do to earn your trust?
I like this one. Willing to do whatever it takes to get what he wants. Ha! Men like you have a special place in my heart. Why, you ask? Because they get me what I want. Always.
Fine. So what do you want?
Don't tell me you're going to listen to this swaggering scruff!
We might as well hear him out. It's only natural that an ally of Sid's would seek assurances of strangers. Assuming he is an ally, of course. 5 years ago, he would have still been a boy.
And yet even then I had more good sense than a man, 5 times my age? But enough of the pleasantries. We were speaking of what I want. I want you to put an end to the trouble in Dalamil. Return to me when you have done so, and you shall have my aid. Until then, I bid you good day.
What trouble? If you're going to give us orders, be clear about them, damn you!
Manners, Greybeard. One catches more damselflies with honey than with vinegar.
What did you call me?
My apologies. A word of advice in recompense. Follow the crystals. Oh, but that was 3. Oh, I'm making this too easy for you.
Ha! It will be easy. Solving his little riddle should be like dealing with him. Child's play. Let us divide our forces, Clive. I'd rather not drag this parlor game on any longer than we need to.
All right. Good luck, Uncle. I thought we were the only ones causing trouble in Dalamil. Do you?
Depends what for.
Just a question. Dalamil seems to be thriving compared to the other villages I came through on the way. Is there a reason for that?
Well, we're a stone's throw from Drake's Fang, for one. The soldiers guarding the Mother Crystal and the shipments need a place to spend their hard-earned gil. The men of the Rock throw their money about like there's no tomorrow.
Is that so? Well, thank you. Don't let me keep you from your work any longer.
And it...
A deposit.
Take a sniff, good sir.
The juiciest meat of greens fed birds. One bite and you'll be begging for more.
You wouldn't believe how much he gave me. No.
I think I'm starting to get them. Hear of what's been going on. I wonder if Uncle Byron's learned anything of use. He'll probably be back at the inn by now.
Kneaded to a silken softness, like eating a cloud with a crust.
The finest fabrics, fresh from the capital.
What was all that crashing and banging about before?
Hey, what do you want? Haven't you caused enough trouble already?
I'm looking for my pal. Have you seen him?
The gentleman who was with you? Yes, he's upstairs, but...
Thank you. I'll go and fetch him.
Let me treat you. I'm pretty flush these days.
I need a drink.
Fucking men of the wrong. Anytime they pull their snouts out of cookers' troughs when they want to order dangerous.
Light it, for Gilbert's sake.
Do you think they'll be back soon? I need a new dress.
Fresh bread, warm from the oven. Here, have a taste.
It would make a fine gift for your beloved.
My carpets have pride of place.
The inn's a mess of blood-soaked splinters, thanks to you. The least you can do is let us clean up in peace. I told the guard those soldiers started it. Don't need any more trouble.
The most fragrant herbs and spices from
Yeah. They're
the
quite
twins.
salt. Light me
Kneaded
top.
to a
Fresh
silken
from the grill.
softness,
Well, it's
like
hot.
eating a cloud with a crust.
The finest fabrics, fresh from the capital.
What was all that crashing and banging about before?
Some out-of-towners picked a fight with the guard, I heard. Got cracked skull.
Will this suffice as a deposit?
By the sands. That's a black pearl.
One of the many treasures in my collection that I would be only too happy to part with, should you give me reason to do so.
All right. I'm sure that we can come to an agreement, but not here.
What are you doing, Uncle? Care to explain why you're giving gifts to Kupka's men?
Bait, my boy. One cannot catch one's prey without it. And I do believe I've snagged us quite the quarry. I started by asking around the markets as to where I might purchase crystals. I had no luck, of course. It's forbidden to trade in such things. But my uncharacteristic indiscretion just happened to attract the attention of those uniformed ruffians. They took me aside and said they could procure the crystal I sought if I proved I could pay for it.
So the pearl was your proof?
I thought they'd ask for more. A second-rate specimen like that would only fetch 500,000 or so. A small price to pay for admittance to the underworld. But enough about my little act of subterfuge. What did you discover?
That the supply of crystals has dried up of late. And some people seem to think they're being stolen. Meanwhile, members of Kupka's private guard have been spending money all over town. I'll wager those soldiers you've been talking to have been siphoning off crystals meant for elsewhere, and pocketing the profits.
I'll wager you're right.
We'll meet with them then, just as you arranged, and put an end to the trouble Lubor spoke of.
Ha! That preening popinjay thought this would be difficult. It just goes to show, one should never underestimate a Rosfield. We'll soon wipe that smirk off his face. I arranged to meet with the soldiers in a secluded corner of the Velcroy, far from prying eyes.
The perfect place for a spot of double dealing.
I trust I can count on your support, if things turn sour.
Of course.
Why is the tavern shut?
The misfortune Dalamil finds herself in is of Christie.
Juiciest meat from Green's Red.
Do you think they'll be back soon? I need a new dress.
Made from the stoutest stone, silver platters, sweet incense, what one candle.
Anything I can interest you in? Go with Gilbert.
Mummy, I want to play with the crystal.
times do I have to tell you?
You've spoken with Lord Furder, then? He certainly knows.
Why is the tavern shut?
Run like the wind. Time to fight. I can walk from here.
My carpets have pride of place.
Take a sniff, good sir. Needed to a silken soft.
Do you think they'll be back soon? I need a new dress.
Made from the stoutest stoneware. Hanging lanterns, keep the darkness from your...
Looks like we won't be getting back to Drake's Fang.
Well, it's not like we've got 'em.
The gate is closed by order of Lord Kupka. Any attempt to gain passage to Drake's Fang will be punished with arrest and incarceration. The gate is closed by order of Lord Kupka. Any attempt... Just look at the details. Plates and pots!
Fresh bread,
warm
the juiciest meat from Drake. Yes, they're quite sought after.
Why is the tavern shut?
Let me treat you.
I need a drink.
Fucking men of the wrong. Anytime they pull their snouts out of cookers' trough is when they want to lord it over us.
Light it, for Gilbert's sake!
Crystal delivery's over. Get back to your homes.
But I didn't get one.
Crystal delivery's over. Get back to your homes.
But I didn't get one.
You've spoken with Lord Furder, then?
Mummy,
Why is the tavern shut?
Ready, go? Fly, Ambrosia.
I'll take it from here.
I was beginning to think you weren't coming, my lord. You've brought
all the silver and stones I could scrape together at such short notice?
You brought the whole 500 talents.
That was the price we agreed upon, yes? If you've no objections, I'd like to see the crystal.
Of course. Right this way, my lord.
Not bad at all. You weren't lying about the clarity. But what of security? If I were to be stopped on the road, what guarantee have I that it wouldn't be seized as property of the Republic?
Because these crystals are no longer the property of the Republic. You're not buying from us. You're buying from them.
And we have no more jurisdiction here than you, my lord. But we have ships, and will gladly deliver to a port of your choosing, now that our price has been met.
Royalists, eh? What brings you here?
Why, to collect their share of Drake's Fang's blessing, of course. Our nations are allies, and so they are entitled to a portion of the Mother Crystal's bounty. And, being such good friends, we elected to increase that portion. and share the benefits. And now that these crystals are officially property of the Kingdom of Waloed, we are duty-bound not to interfere, no matter where.
Did you get all that?
So it would seem.
My lord, what is the meaning of
double-crossing dogs? They're not here to do business. Kill them! Kill them both!
Uncle! I'm just getting warm! Well, that wasn't too bad. How'd you like my performance, huh? I've often played the villain on the stage. I think I did the role justice. Don't you?
Greybeard, you were magnificent. The battle scene was particularly thrilling. Such a shame you didn't have more of an audience, but perhaps that's for the best.
How long have you been watching?
Long enough to witness your uncle's sordid transaction. I hardly expected one so venerable to degrade himself so thoroughly, buying one's way into the confidence of degenerates.
This was the trouble you spoke of. The men of the Rock taking crystals meant for the common folk and conspiring with the Royalists. Well,
indeed it is. The people of Dalamil had scarcely any means of redress against Kupka's men, let alone a foreign army. Until you two came along. Well, we'd better get these crystals back to town. You won't mind waiting with them while I fetch a wagon. It occurs to me that I still don't know your name.
Clive.
So, Sid the Second is a Clive. Well, Clive, you held up your end of the bargains. To tell the truth, you've helped a little there too. Many of the guards have already been redeployed to deal with the issue of their missing comrades. And those left behind have been encouraged to look the other way should you attempt to pass through.
Thank you. And please allow me to cover your costs. You still have the purse I gave to the soldiers, I trust? I saw you pluck it from one of the bodies.
Oh, dear. Was I really so obvious?
And my name is not Greybeard. It is Lord Byron Rosfield, thank you very much.
No, thank you very much, Greybeard.
Of all the... Ugh!
Here, wear this. Any friend of mine who sees you with it shall be a friend of yours.
Thank you, Lubor.
And please, feel free to send one of my Stoluses back to your people. Tell them that Rosina Dalamil is back in bed with Sid.
Omia Lostelan. Tuisa Achilles.
I'm trusting you, Sid. Or should I say, Clive. So be sure not to let me down. I have a reputation to uphold. Well then, I wish you a safe journey south.
Thank you.
Not at all. It was my pleasure.
Come on, Uncle. Let's go.
Even forged a butter knife before. Oh, so I'm too people.
I could.
And
we need it.
You're rotten. Let's that.
Let's. Trust Lubor to take a simple test and turn it into a riddle. I'd better get to it.
Is it true what I'm hearing?
The finest fabric!
The most fragrant herbs and spices.
Well,
You give.
So,
Plates and pots! Bowls and basins! Everything I've worked for. I'm...
all right.
What?
Sweet insect!
Open the gate!
Lubor was true to his word.
It would make a fine gift.
You're going to drink my pockets dry.
I need to drink.
Fucking men of the wrong. Anytime they pull their snouts out of cookers' troughs when they want to lord it over us.
Mummy, I want to play with the crystal. How many times do I have to tell you? It's not a toy.
Hanging lanterns, keep the darkness from your door.
This town is truly blessed. The bustling markets, the healing waters. It comes out.
The baths are, closed for scrubbing.
The snout is stowaway. Won't ship, won't crack, no matter how rocky the road.
Silver platters!
We should get going soon.
I'm...
What is it, Lubor?
A question that I neglected to ask earlier. Where is it that you're bound?
To Drake's Fang. To finish Hugo Kupka.
Just as I thought. Then allow me to share a secret. Drake's Fang is currently riddled with royalists. Talmeki and Waloed are allies, and as you have seen, their soldiers work hand in glove. But no nation has ever before allowed a foreign army to make a barracks of its holiest of holies.
Not by choice, at least.
And there's more. A man on the inside of the Fang has failed to report for several days. I fear there may be more trouble lying in wait for you on the road ahead.
Isn't there always?
If you're determined to beard the lion's den, then promise me one thing. That you will enter via the mines, where the guard is... I've lost one Cid already. If I lose another, people will...
I don't plan on dying. Not before Kupka dies.
Well, so long as you have a plan.
Faster, Drake's Fang. Should be just beyond these springs. Shall we press on?
are those things?
By the flames. That explains the heat. Let's cool things down a bit. Let's hope it's enough to keep the baths from boiling.
There he is. The man... I was hoping we'd be seeing you again. The baths grow more bearable by the moment. It won't be long now before we are back to business.
I'm glad to hear it.
Now...
No one...
You tell her. That's not to say I don't... Right. It's high time I got back to...
Plates and pots! Bowls and basins!
Look, Father. Hot water. But where are the bearers who heated it?
It wasn't heated by magic.
The, scrubbing is almost finished. We appreciate...
It's just as well I sent you to the terraces in my stead. It sounds like I'd have been burnt to a crisp. Sweet instead.
Fresh bread, warm from the oven. Here, have a taste.
Take a sniff, good sir. You'll be transported.
Needed.
Put a knife with an edge like Odin's razor in my hand, and I'll make short work of any carcass.
The finest fabrics, fresh from
Yes,
the
they're
capital.
quite sought after. Lord Kupka has several similar pieces in his collection.
Made from the stoutest stoneware. Won't ship.
I'll be asking for you again, my sweet.
Then see that you stay a little longer next time. Won't you come and play, handsome?
It's all the fault of this blasted war. The moment they find out you're Gil for a measly bunch of bizarre greens.
If you can't even fill my cup, you're no use to me. Be gone.
Fucking men of the wrong. Anytime they pull their snouts out of Kupka's trough is what they want to do.
I need to drink.
You're going to drink my pockets dry.
Hey, that's Lubor's badge. Are you a friend of Lubor's too, mister?
What is it?
Sorry.
Hunter?
I have a question.
Oh. Has to be able to put up with some punishment. Be nice.
Thank you.
All business.
So, carving knife should be hard-wearing and hold an edge. Hardly a revelation. Let's hope Sava had better luck than I did.
Yeah, but what would be the...
This is no good. I was hoping to...
So, you learn it all the cook too.
So perhaps...
No, right, trouble me.
Is that... Let's go. That'll do, girl. Good girl. Thanks, girl.
Anyone?
If you... But,
Are there any more use?
folk first sat... It's...
Looks Clive.
You're
right. So, do you crush it up, or just throw it in the furnace?
So, Lord Cook has finally made his move.
Yes, I expect it. Who do you think those soldiers were in the inn?
Back to the stables, girl. All right.
This is no good.
Slavers don't even bother with Northreach now that all the highborn have fled south.
No use calling Ambrosia now.
Get me back on
Safe.
I'll tear those bastards.
Just a
Doris, well,
only.
I want you, and I don't. They're trying to get into the carriage.
Who are you?
A friend.
Why should we run?
Freedom. This man risked his life to...
What? You can leave.
Thank you.
If no, what I should
It's with all due no what we
call I think but
You was easy enough to find. Now for those herbs. This might take a while. Straight home now.
Garuda!
This is the only plant around here with blue flowers. I hope it's the right one. Should be enough to keep the infirmary stocked for a while. Hopefully.
I hope you didn't have...
Only the usual.
Oh, yeah. What?
The day I decide.
I remember. It wasn't long after we came here. What little medicine Talia managed to salvage those who are no longer with her. It wasn't something to be done lightly.
No. He always led from the front, and never asked anyone to take a risk for his cause that he was unwilling to take himself, even if he knew that it might cost him his life.
Hold still, Clive! Hold still!
I knew there'd be pain. That I might not survive. And I was afraid. But I also knew that if I didn't overcome that fear, that pain, then I would never be able to call myself Sid.
I didn't know.
We all want our brands removed. But it's a decision each of us must make for ourselves, on our own terms. Rodriguez, I know your work isn't easy, but neither is going under the knife. Be a shoulder for your patients to lean on. Stay strong for them.
You sound like Talia. Do you know what she once told me? It's natural for a patient to feel like they're suffering in solitude. And it's a physicist's duty to see that they don't. Thank you for helping me remember that. I won't falter. Not again.
The little uns have been up to their old tricks again. Drawing on the decking this time.
Shirley's got her work cut out.
Who's this blue blood?
Should be enough to keep us going.
Sid's going to find Cooker and finish the job.
Oh, what a lovely fragrance.
Wait a minute. If, however, now. But if, and. Won't be long now, Martel. See, oh, there's Mark, I and you.
It'll be no.
Oh, sure. You hear that?
Thank you for sticking with us.
Those of us who are still here have to look after each other.
It'll take ages to tidy all this stuff up.
Oi, Sid.
Not here. This is no time to ride. Marshes near the Abbey are certainly damp. Let's see if they're damp enough for Morgan beards. The size of a goblin's eye. Not this goblin. He certainly wasn't wrong about them being attracted to the flowers, though. Bright yellow. These are our Morgan beards, all right. Well, I've gone to this much trouble. Might as well gather as many as I can. There's something familiar about this scent. It reminds me of home. Hopefully this will be enough. I've had my fill of goblins.
It is ready.
If...
Yeah. Did you? Oh, I need. And here. A single drop added.
What a lovely fragrance. Anyone would think Nigel was growing himself a rose garden.
How's it coming along?
Nearly there. Just need to get these last boards.
You were born in Rosalith, weren't you? Must be hard. You know what became of the place.
I think I'll wait till Midsole Ways take a tour of her dungeon. Martel.
Where?
Blimey, these take me back. Oh,
I'm glad to see someone carry record clock.
Well,
That was the last of the apples. I should head to the backyard and pass along everyone's regard.
She went. They like you.
This is no good.
Is it true what I'm hearing? The men of the rock were carting off our crystals for themselves?
The finest fabric!
Take a sniff, good sir.
Fresh bread, warm from the oven. Here, have a taste.
Plates and pots!
Sweet incense!
Well, we can make our way back to the Fang at least.
We should get going soon. Do you have water?
One rock looks a lot like another. But hopefully this is...
You and out now. I'm sorry, Forge Master Lubor.
Let's take a look then. First things first, Sava, do you think this is a carving knife worthy of the fine people of Dalamil? What? It's sharp-ish, and you might not think the butcher, the hunter, Dalamil.
Yes,
these I'd start.
What would
I if it for the
There goes a master.
It looks like congratulations are in...
So lost me. You've
Is it true what I'm hearing?
The finest fabric!
The most fragrant herbs in
Fresh bread, warm from the oven. Here, have a taste.
Plates and pots!
Sweet incense!
We should get going soon.
Come on.
Faster!
that damned wagon fixed. Unless you'd rather our men in Dalamil starved.
The axle's gone, Captain. There's nothing I can do.
There it is. Drake's Fang.
Kupka will be hiding inside.
Along with goodness knows how many guards, all on highest alert. You'll need to keep your wits about you if you're to reach him. So be careful.
I will, Uncle.
Before you go, Clive, allow me to apologize. After what befell at Phoenix Gate and the crisis that followed in its wake, I fled. I retreated to my counting house and danced attendance upon the vicereine in the hope it would bring me favor. I betrayed my nation to save my skin, like the coward I am. And I'm sorry.
Uncle, please.
It's not too late, Clive. Rosaria is yours by right, and there are those that would help you to take it back. Had I the courage of my brother, I might already have done so. But that ship has sailed. You, however...
No. Forgive me, but I cannot. I fight to build a new world now. A better world. Where men can live and die on their own terms. I was raised in a nation that strove to improve the plight of bearers. Only later did I realize that spark of freedom did not arise by chance, but was kindled by my father. You would see me follow in his footsteps. And that is exactly what I mean to do. Not by ruling Rosaria, but by extending his ideals to the whole of the twins. Though every soul in the realm may judge my actions heresy, I am certain my cause is just.
You really are just like him, you know? Thank you, Clive, for coming back to me. I am proud to call you nephew. Well then, this is where we must part ways. Wish me luck in convincing my Canvarian friend to share his considerable talents. I mean to plunder his coffers and prove myself worthy of a place in your merry band. Till then, my boy.
Till then, go safely, Uncle.
And you, nephew. We have much to catch up on, you and I. I shall expect you to regale me with the tales of all your adventures when next we meet. You can regale me too, Torgal.
I'm coming for you, Kupka.
of my sight, wench! I'll kill you, Rossfield! I'll rip out your heart! I'll tear you limb from limb!
Peace, Hugo. The table shan't hurt you any longer.
He sought to humiliate me. Me! If you hadn't interfered, he would be dead!
You truly believe you would have triumphed had the battle continued?
Titan would have ground him into dust!
And how would he have done that without his head?
Shut up!
You weren't strong enough, and you call yourself a dominant. Or rather, you did.
You mock me, Harbert.
Do you see, Hugo? You are weak.
Fuck!
But so long as that fire burns within you, there is still hope. There may yet be a way for you to take your revenge.
Tell me, what must I do? Please, I'll do anything. Just tell me.
The heart.
What of it?
A Mother Crystal's heart is the most concentrated source of ether in all creation. Perhaps you could take advantage of that. Of course, the crystal would not yield her blessing to any ordinary man. But then, you are no ordinary man, are you, Hugo? Clive Rossfield stole your power, but others have suffered a similar fate, and still managed to find the strength to conjure their icon. Like Benedicta Harmon. She too drank of the ether and gained a power beyond human understanding.
She did. Benedicta. Benedict. I'll do it. My love. I'll avenge you.
Run along now, Hugo. You need only follow the light. Muthos is here. Very well, it shall be so. You may leave everything to me, Your Majesty.
royalists bring them from Ash? Are the Beastmen part of the Waluda army now? How the hell did that happen? They spotted us. We need to over the entire mine. So much for the men of the Rock. Velmekia's finest. any further this way. Stairs. This must be the way out. This one. How did it get in here? Nice try.
Waken, wind!
Come on, Torgal.
Kupka never did do things by halves. As if taking the Mother Crystal for his own wasn't enough. He had to build his castle in it.
Let the trial begin.
What the hell?
With me,
Seems we're expected.
So this is the power of Muthos.
Did the orcs do this too? first orcs, now these nightmares. Is this your doing, Ultima? You've been busy, Kupka. But where did you go? The heart. He's in the sanctuary. I can feel it. Come on, Torgal. Just what I needed.
everything. I've missed you so much.
Kuka!
I swear to you, my love, we will never be parted again.
What's wrong with him?
You get away from her! Benedicta!
But if you can do it, then so could I! Let's give this a try. Not bad.
Walker!
do you want?
Your soul is tainted with worthless human will, yet your thirst for power remains undiminished. With every sip you take, you grow in strength, and soon you shall achieve perfection.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You will accept us, Mythos. It is inevitable. You were created for this purpose, and you shall serve it.
Never!
Fight it, Clyde! Don't let him in!
Consciousness. We see now. Human will is so insubstantial it cannot exist in isolation. You mitigate its weakness by interweaving it with your consciousness. We believed we had merely to purge you of your will to claim our vessel. It appears we first have to sever every thread of the consciousness that supports it. No matter. The time to build a new world is not yet upon us. We will contemplate.
Thank you, Joshua.
One can no more command the power of ether by drowning in its flood than one can constrain the tides by standing in the sea. I had thought Hugo wiser than this, but it seems his head was full of rocks after all.
Titan was strong.
Your Majesty.
But Mythos is stronger. For 5 years, that man lived only for revenge. Clinging fast to a fiction, even as it swept him into the abyss. One cannot change one's nature through force of will alone. Only the Almighty can do that.
Hugo Kupka, the man who gave his life for a woman's head. A fool like all the rest.
That the death of a mother crystal should be so beautiful.
Some medicine, my lord? I have salves, potions, anything you need.
Stop bothering me, urchin, or you'll feel the back of my hand.
You must consider your health, my prince. If a show of force is needed to keep the Dalmex at bay, you may trust in your dragoons. I beg you to call on Bahamut only as a last resort. His strength comes at too great a cost.
The Empire agreed to an armistice with the Republic, and yet the Emperor still plots its ruin. For now, the Dalmex suspect nothing, and as long as I can hold their gaze, war need not be inevitable. But more than that, Bahamut is the champion of the Empire. When our people look to the heavens, the sight of him gives them hope. Forgive me, Terence. Would that you were my master. But alas.
I will always be your loyal servant.
Should the Council's brazen maneuvering prompt the Republic to tear up their own treaty and launch a new assault, our soldiers would advance to meet them, cutting across the Central Isles, but not in time to prevent their forces from breaching the southern defenses and storming Twinside. And so the capital would become a battlefield. Thousands of innocents would die. I cannot allow that to happen.
There is one small mercy, at least. You will not be forced to do battle with Titan.
Would that I could avoid doing battle at all.
1,000 pardons, Your Highness.
What is it?
Olivier has been made Emperor. What is the meaning of this? My father's orders. What were they? Quickly!
Yes, Your Highness. His Radiance requests that Your Highness maintain position here and...
Ah! Terence.
Yes, my prince.
I must go to the palace.
I'll ready your steed.
What is it now?
Forgive the intrusion, Your Highness.
I know you.
At ease.
We stand in the presence of the Phoenix. You wouldn't want to get your fingers burned.
I hope I'm not interrupting.
Not at all. Though I admit, I did not expect such a distinguished guest.
How many years has it been since the Remembrance ceremony? 20?
I thought you long dead. Do I address a ghost?
Many have told me that I look like one. But no. I'm alive. Just. Prince Dion of the House Lesage, I have a tale to tell you.
I'd better give Otto the good news.
Welcome home, Sid.